Okay, I am recording for all of you guys. I know sometimes YouTube gets a little fussy whenever I try to put the recordings over to YouTube, so you can always come back here and watch them here, and then we'll have links for those. We'll have links to those spots after the show so that you guys can see them on the Facebook page. So if you're not subscribed to Facebook, then at Flamingo Scraps, make sure you go and like them there, and then sign up for their newsletters and sign up for you know, all of the info on their blog. They have an amazing design team right now. Ramona 107 is actually on that design team, and you know, we have Melissa, and is Melissa in here, and Abigail and Aaron and Kathleen. So, and did I forget anybody? I hope I didn't. But you know, the fabulous design team, they have some awesome creativity. So make sure you go and check out the blog, which is flamingoscraps.blogspot.com. And they have some cool projects, especially using this paper collection. This was a hot commodity. The kits, we still have a few kits left, not many. So if you like what you see tonight, please go visit flamingoscraps.com and grab your kit. Alicia, did I say Alicia? And then also, yes, I'm sorry, Alicia, is on the design team as well. So talented. This whole group is just a very talented group. So they always have some really neat, and Cindy's the other person. I knew I'd forget somebody. I needed a list. But anyway, Flamingo Scraps is hosting a huge sale right now. It goes through the whole month of May. There'll be something different, so check out the blog for details. Check out each design team member's blog, because they'll have special coupons. I think mine is the last week of May, so it's going to be fun. And I posted all the details to the sale on my blog today at psychomomscrapbooks.blogspot.com, and or you can also get to it from psychomoms.com. For those of you who are new, welcome. I do things a little unorthodox here. I tend to do all my wet mediums first, and then come back and let them dry, so we don't have a lot of drying time. And I also do some prep work ahead of time, but I always let you guys know what's going on. So we still have quite a few logging in, so I don't want to jump right into the class just yet, but just to kind of go over what we're going to do tonight. We have this clutch purse from Maya Road, and it's going to be so fun. We're going to work on it, and we have this amazing paper collection from Pink Paisley. I'm going to kind of briefly go through the papers with you guys while we're waiting for everyone to show up. Hi, Ramona. Yes, check the Facebook. Make sure you're subscribed to their newsletter, because that's when you get all the information firsthand. And trust me, guys, when Flamingo Scraps runs a sale, honey, you don't want to be the last one to know. You want to be the first one to know. And you better get there before I do, because I'm going to buy everything out. But so what we have here is the Hope Chest collection from Pink Paisley. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Hi, Alicia. And I love how it's vintage. It has it's a Hope Chest. You know, it has maps in it. It has census reports in it. It has children's drawings and little girl motifs. I mean, just a lot of fun. So here's the B side of this paper. Love it. For you mixed media people, this is a fun paper collection. You can add your pastes and your glitter glams, glitters, all of that kind of stuff. And hi, Donna. And then this one has this beautiful, I love this bicycle. It has dress patterns on here like for school uniforms. This paper really reminds me, it would be such a cute kindergarten paper collection for like doing a mini album for a kindergarten teacher, first grade teacher, elementary school teacher, that kind of thing. And then here's the B side of it. It has a census report on it. Is the quality of the video good to you guys? It looks a little pixelated to me. And then we have this is like a blue-green color with some splotches of like a very pale pink in areas. It's like a damask. And then this has some maps on it and some ledger. Love it. Love it. Okay, and this one has, this is my favorite one, it has the little girl and she's got these little balloons on here that have different things in them, and it's got a nice floral pattern. This reminds me of an old kitchen wallpaper. And then again, more census reports, a report card, birth certificates, it looks like. I mean, it's just fun, chopped with fun stuff. And it looks like they're all taped together with this old tape down here. Let me see if I can bump the quality up a little bit. Is that better? And then we have this one has a pattern on it. It has a little rooster, has a car, you know, some pretty flowers off to the side here. But I love that the flowers aren't just flowers, they're kind of like faded into the background, so you've got text over the top and that kind of stuff. Love it, love it. Very grungy. And then it has the census reports on the back of it as well. And then we have this beautiful blue-green color. Love it. And like I said, for you ladies who love the mixed media, this paper collection is for you. It's just gorgeous. Love it. Look at this ledger. This is how it got a child's book in it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started because we got a lot to do tonight. And ladies, I'm telling you, my head is swimming with ideas. I hope I can get through everything tonight. I'm going to try my best. Another thing that's in the kit, let me finish going through the kit real quick. We've got some Prima flowers. Everybody's kit's going to be a little bit different in the flower department. And then you're going to get some of these gorgeous trims from Meyer Road. And I think this one's from Webster's Pages. Love these. So we're going to have fun playing with those tonight. Then you're also going to get one of these little flowers that we're going to use some sprays on, and one of these little girls. And then you're going to get a stack of these little ephemera cards that have like tickets and little frames. We're going to use all of this tonight in this project. It's going to be so fun. Okay, so we've got all of those, and as I'm pulling this out, I'm stacking it up so I'll remember to use it all. You're going to get a vintage pattern, and it has put those up there. You're going to get a vintage pattern, which I've put somewhere. I just had it in my hand. Oh, here it is. So you're going to get some patterns. There's just a whole bag of goodies in here. If you guys tuned in last time, and if you didn't, you can go back and watch the recording. It's not on YouTube. You have to watch it here. We made some of these flowers, and we're going to use those up in this class as well. So go check that tutorial out and find out how we made those. And we also made these cute little Polaroid frames, which we're also going to use in this class tonight. And we have these cute Jenny Bolin. These are like little brads from Jenny Bolin. We're going to have those. We're going to use those tonight. And there is a package somewhere in this bag that I have misplaced it somewhere in here. But there is a package, oh there it is, of ephemera. I mean of little jewels and things like that in here. So there's a lot in this kit. It's like under $30. It's such a great price. I mean, I don't know, you can't go wrong with it at all. And another one of those little flowers. And then also, in addition to tonight's class and last week's class, I did a video a few weeks ago on my YouTube channel where I showed you guys, I made this tag, and this tag and the video are on my blog, so psychomoms.com. It's right there on the home page of the blog. So we made this. This tag was actually inspired by this paper collection, and we're going to make the base tonight. I'm going to show you guys how to do this, because this is going to be the cover of our binding system. So that's going to be a fun thing. Anyway, so that's everything that's in the kit. I think we have like a little paper clip from this collection as well. And then after, you know, go check out flamingoscraps.com because they have some other products that work really well with this. You know, there's some other Jenny Bolin products that work with this kit. There's some other pieces to this Hope Chest collection, I think, that go great with it. You know, so just please go check that out because there's a lot of really good fun stuff there. And like I said, she's running a sale tonight, so you definitely want to get in on that. Okay, so now we've gone through everything. In addition to that, anyone who's purchased a kit, and if you've already received your kit, you'll get a download. Just let Suzanne know that you didn't get this because I just made it up today, so she wouldn't have a way to do it. But I have a printable, and it has some titles on it that you guys may or may not want to use in this, but anyone who's purchased a kit, I will give you the download to this. So make sure you let Suzanne know so I can get your email addresses and send it to you. Okay? Or if, you know, we can't, you can put it, we're going to use that tonight. And I've started cutting it up in pieces, but we may need, you know, I may need to fuss cut a little bit tonight. Okay, so to get started, I've already done some of the very wet, labor-intensive job, and that is I've covered this already with the pattern paper. Now don't fret, this is covered with the matte medium, and it takes a long time for it to dry, so I wanted to go ahead and have it finished so that you guys didn't have to sit here and wait for me to, you know, wait for this to finish. But to show you how to do it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same technique on this little girl so you guys know how to do it, and then that way she won't take as long to dry as that album will. So we're going to do this first. So I'm using glue and seal. You can use matte medium, glue and seal, Mod Podge, any of that kind of stuff. And I just want to get a really nice good brush here, and I'm going to cover her completely with the glue and seal. Remember that this is indeed chipboard, so it is going to absorb this quite a bit. So I'm going to cover it liberally. I want quite a bit, but I don't want it glopped up. So, you know, be generous with it, but you don't have to, you know, don't get it too bad. Then I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to pick out on my pattern, I'm picking out pieces that have lines and something of interest, like these little arrows and this text, and I'm just going to break it off into little strips because I want it to look like it's pieced together like decoupage. So I'm going to wet the chipboard first, and then I'm going to fan this over the top like that. And I want to add layers, one layer on top of the other. It kind of helps to diffuse some of the starkness of the black. You know, gives a little interest to it. And all I'm doing is taking that brush and just brushing right over it. And we're just going to continue to do that until she is completely saturated with tissue design. Like on this pattern, it has this arrow, and it has these cute things here. You know, I'm just looking for things of interest, something that's interesting. I don't know that I really want, like I'm just going to cover her face with this lines and then push that down. And you, like I said, you just want to make sure it's good and saturated with glue and seal. And these pieces that are off to the side, don't worry about those. We'll take care of those in just a second. So once I think that she's pretty covered, I got this little piece right here with some text on it. That might be a fun thing to add to her face. There you go. Now see how fun she looks now? And she's really going to match this paper good. You just put that to the side. Now this is the same technique I used to cover this cover, okay? And I did it on the inside and the outside. You could use the paper, the pattern paper if you want to, but I just love the look of this. Let me see if I can pull this up just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take her and lift her up off our mat, and I'm going to put her over here to kind of dry. I'm going to just take my finger and pull these little pieces around, and I'm smoothing this down with my finger. You know, just find out, and then you can add a little bit more. Well, you can add a little bit more of this too, and just work it around. This is the same technique I used on that tag that I just showed you guys too. And like I said, I did a video on that, or I did a blog post on that. I don't think I did a video. I think I did a blog post. Okay, so once this dries, we're going to set this to the side and just let it dry. Don't worry about those little pieces that are sticking up, because whenever we get finished with her, you will never know they were there. If we have to trim them off, we'll trim them off. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. She's going to dry, and then we'll work with her again in a few minutes. Alright, so are you guys understanding how to do the cover now that I've done that? One other thing I want to tell you, this is just water. I'm going to squirt off my brush because I don't want that matte medium or that glue and seal to ruin my brush. So I'll get it good and clean later on, but in the meantime, this is how I'm cleaning it for now. And then I've got a paper towel over here to the side. I'm just going to wipe all of that up off of my desk because I don't want to get it on anything else. Now, here comes the fun part. I have this butterfly stamp. You guys go through your stash because I know you got them. Tons of butterfly stamps. It seems to be one of those things that we always collect. And then I'm just going to use my archival ink, and you could use Stays On too if you had it, but you want to use a permanent ink. Hi, Bonnie. So I'm going to press this, really good. This is the Jet Black archival ink. And I am going to put this butterfly going in different directions all over my box. And if it isn't a complete coverage, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It is stamping, and I am stamping challenged. So, I'm going to twist this guy around, going in a couple of different directions, so it gives this motion, the feel of motion. And I'm going to have some come off the page. Some are going to be stamped a little bit brighter than others. It's going to get hard to stamp when you get towards the center piece because of the binding. That's okay. And again, just stamp it in a couple of different directions. This particular butterfly stamp, I do not remember who makes it, because a long time ago when I originally bought stamps, I took them out of their packaging, and I do not know who makes it, but I do know that I have quite a collection of butterfly stamps. So if you go back through all of your stamps, you'll probably find it. And if you can't find a butterfly, use something else. I mean, I'm sure in your stash somewhere you've got something. But I just love how this is going to mimic that kind of farm animal look that's on the paper collection. And see, like right there where I didn't get into that, don't worry about it. It's probably going to get covered up with some bling or flowers or something. So it's going to be difficult to get a full coverage on this anyway with that in the center. Now that has the Meyer Road impression in it, so that's why that didn't stick very well. And to me, the more imperfect it looks, the better it looks. This just gives a little depth to the actual paper. I mean, look at how much depth you get from that. It just gives it a completely different look. Now you want to leave some holes too, because you still want to see your stuff. And we've got some other stamps we're going to use too. And this is where your background stamps come in handy too. Just anything you got, just use it. You don't. Does anybody have any questions so far? Don't try to restamp. That's what I just about did. I almost messed up. Don't do that. Just go with it. Because like I said, by the time we end up covering this up with flowers, you're not even going to notice that that stamp didn't go down all the way. And trust me, I thought long and hard about what I was going to do with this cover. And I just, to be honest with you, the thought of trying to get all these folds to and all that cutting just seemed like torture to me. So I didn't want to do it. Now, on the inside, we could do the exact same thing on the inside, or you can leave it the way it is. Either way is fine. But I think that's a Studio G stamp. It could be a Hero Art stamp, and it may be an Inka-Dinka-Doo stamp. It has a lot of the same characteristics as the Inka-Dinka-Doo ones. Now, all I'm doing now is because this next step could very well lift up those. I want to make sure that that archival ink has had time to dry, because it does stay wet a little longer than StazOn does. You know, I just want to make sure it's good and dry before I go smearing something else on top. Now, the next thing I want to do, this is going to get a little messy, and I'm probably going to wish I hadn't done it, but I'm going to put a paper towel down to kind of catch some spray. But I have some of this Heidi Swap Color Shine, and this is available at Flamingo Scraps. She has several colors on it. She's probably selling out of them by now. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but we have a couple of different colors here. I have teal, and I have Georgia Peach, and I have gold. So these are the colors I'm going to use. I got you modded. I'm trying. Hold on. Okay, you should be modded now. So what I'm going to do is, it's not this. The thing about this is this color shine is not going to stick to this right away, because it does have a layer of medium on it that is protecting it. So I'm just going to put like a light drizzle. I want splotches. I don't want complete coverage. I want splotches. Okay? And that's the gold. And then I'm going to come back with this Georgia Peach, and very lightly, very, very lightly, I'm going to put some more of it on there. Just in spotches. I don't want a lot. I just want a little hint of color. And then this one is going to be my brightest color. Notice I started with my lighter color first, and then I went to a little bit darker, and now I'm just going to take, this one is the teal, and this reminds me of a peacock, and I'm just going to splatter this on there. I don't want to spray it because I don't want a lot of color. I just want just a hint of color. So I'm splattering this around. Okay. Now, here's the trick. All of these that are running, normally I like drips and runs, and drips and runs may look great. But in this case, what I want to do is I'm going to dab it just a little bit, because I don't want it really saturated. I just want hints of color here and there. And I'm pouncing very lightly. I'm not covering it completely. This is going to do a couple of things. One, it's going to help all these colors kind of tone down and blend a little bit into the background. It's going to give this some color, because right now it's kind of a yucky craft color. And the other thing it's going to do is it's going to give a little bit of shine and texture to this, so that when you look at it, you see, you know, you're going to see another depth to this. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, so now this is what we have, and then it helps to get those up, because then it's going to help it, you know, by blotting it like that, you're helping it to dry a little bit. I see some bare spots over here, so I'm just going to hit them with the gold. Now, one thing Heidi Swap did say that I saw in one of her videos recently is that if you start out with her product and you start out with the gold first, it will tone down whatever other color you decide you want to put with it. Now I'm going to come back with, I think I need a little more teal, because I'm a teal. I love teal. For you guys who know me, I think it just needs to be toned just a little bit more. And then I'm going to come back and repeat that process where I come back and I just kind of lift it and blend it in. Now look at how our book has gotten this really cool look to it. I wish you guys could see the look in my window up here in front of me. And the faces I'm getting. Okay, now I'm going to put this to the side, and then once it dries just a little bit, well, let me see if I can, it's kind of dry now. I'm going to just hit it really fast, and then I'm going to rotate it to the inside, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. Now look at our purse. It looks like leather. It looks like the coolest Dune and Burke. Look at that. So you guys get this Heidi Swap sprays from Flamingos. She's got a great deal going on them right now. Super fabulous. I love them. I'm not even sure what color she still has, because I know that she said they were selling pretty fast. And this is different than Glimmer Mist, guys. It has a different kind of thing going on here. It's iridescent. But look at that. It like has this pleather look to it, like a purse. Isn't that cool? I guess we could have put D&B's all over it, and we could have had our own little Dune and Burke. Okay, so now that that's a little dry, I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm not going to do the butterflies, because I think that's getting a little overkill. Oops, start with gold. And you guys, if you don't want to invest in these colors, you know, you can always use your other glimmer products that you have. Just, you know, experiment with them, because some of them may not actually adhere to Mod Podge or matte medium. So I put my thin layer of gold on. I'm going to come back with my thin layer of, well, that's a little brighter than I expected, but that's okay, we'll work it in. And then I'm going to drop some of this on here. You want to make sure you shake these up really well, because there's some iridescent medium that's down there on the bottom of the jar, and you want to make sure you're getting that good shine coming through. And again, just blotting it like this is going to help to work that color right in and help it to dry a lot faster. This purse is going to make a great, it'll make a great gift for any occasion. I mean, honestly, I think, like I said before, you could take and make this up, put some school pictures in there, and give it to your elementary school children's teachers for a gift at the end of the semester, and then maybe put, like, at the end of school's coming up, and then maybe put like a little small gift card in there with it. On the back page or in one of the envelopes that we're going to make. You could also give this away at a bridal shower. How cute would it be for the bride to put her bridal party or her, you know, bridal shower photos in? You could give it to a brand new grandma as a grandma brag book, because it's a little clutch purse and she could tote it around with her. Give it to a little girl for her birthday party with maybe some pictures of her in it. So I can think of 1,000 ways to use this. It's such a cute little gift, especially with this paper collection. Okay, so now here's the inside of our book. And then here is the outside, and it's super shiny. Just love it. And if you love these butterflies, you want to do them on the inside, go ahead and do them on the inside. But for time constraints, I'm just going to move on. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, you can mix Heidi's colors to make other colors. Fun stuff. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side and let it dry. And now I'm going to check my little girl while I've got my mediums out. And she's pretty dry too. So again, I'm going to hit her with some of this. And like I said before, if you start with the gold and then add your other color. Now on this one, I'm not going to use any of the reds because I really want to stick with the blues because of what I'm doing with her. So I'm going to pull her up. She's good and dry. And this is actually, it looks like it's a piece that's hanging over, but it's really the curl on her hair. And this little chipboard piece is part of the Fab Scraps, I believe, right? Is that right? She's Fab Scraps. Okay, now with her, I'm going to use a different stamp. This time I'm going to use a stamp that has some text on it. This is my all-time favorite stamp. I use it on just about everything lately. It's been like my go-to stamp. And this time I'm going to use red because I really like that pop of cherry red on her. And this stamp is made by Hampton Arts, and it's called Remember This Background. Remember This Background. And I love it because it says, remember this, photographs our life, love today, seek enjoy, priceless, noteworthy. So I'm just going to take that. I've put that red on her, and I'm just going to stamp it straight down on her. Just like that. Because I want her to have a little more, just like that. So now this is what she looks like. Very mixed media. Love her. Okay, now, believe it or not, she's still not dry. So we're going to put her to the side, and we're going to clean up our mess here. And hopefully our background will be good and dry by the time we get ready to put her together. I don't know if I'm going to need that again, but I'm going to put it up. Okay, throw that away. We're going to put the Mod Podge up because I think we're done with that. Or whatever, that's Glue and Seal. Sorry, that's Claudine Hellman's Glue and Seal. The difference between matte medium and Glue and Seal, because they're very similar products, is that the matte medium is made more for the mixed media things where you're gonna it's gonna be just a little more porous, I think. I don't really know the true definition of what is completely different, so I probably shouldn't even talk. But I know the Glue and Seal is the closest product that you're going to get from the Ranger line that fits the Mod Podge. It is a better product in my opinion because it's not sticky like Mod Podge is. But it is just in fact a sealant. It is a sealant, where the matte medium can be mixed with mediums, like you can mix the matte medium with paints, and you can mix the matte medium with inks and things like that. And I don't want to say that Glue and Seal won't do that, but I don't think it's made for that. Okay. Now, try and get all this off my hands because I don't want it on my papers. Okay, now we're going to start building out our book. And I may have to do some cutting here because I have quite a bit to do. But first I want to talk about the book itself. There's very limited space in this book. Very limited. When you get it together, it still has to close. This is still very sticky. It still has to close. So in order for it to close, you have a very limited space in here. So we cannot make this bulky. That's why we decided that this would be a good project for the U-strand, because there's not a whole lot I can do to this that is going to, you know, be safe because it's got to stay somewhat flat. So what I want to do in here is I'm going to pick out the cover or the paper that I want for my first page. You guys, when you get your kit, you pick out whatever you want, but the one that I want, because I'm going to have this girl and she's going to be kind of busy, I've decided that I really want to go with either the solid pattern on the cover, either this one or this one, and I really truthfully can't decide because I like them both. So I think I'm probably going to go with the one with the smaller pattern. And this is how I'm going to cover it. Now, if you wanted to do the Mod Podge or the Mod Podge Glue and Seal, whatever, is probably a better idea. But just make sure you go back and review my class on the I guess November Ustream, where we made the pictures or the place and time. The Graphic 45 calendar, because I showed you the technique for doing the Mod Podge complete coverage to get it to not bubble. So make sure you go review that. But for tonight, because I don't want to wait for Mod Podge and all that to dry, I am just going to cover this with what is this stuff called? score tape. But you can use any kind of wet adhesive or anything. Just be careful. Wet adhesive will actually, over time, it will buckle if you're not doing complete coverage. I don't know why I did that. That was just dumb. Okay, so I'm going to take, this is the easiest way for me to do it. This is complete coverage at its finest right here. I'm going to just peel that off. Now, I'm not going to include all of these. I think this book comes with like 8 or 9 of these things. I mean, it comes with a bunch of them. But you guys, if you decide that you want to buy the kit, hang on to your extra pages because I have an idea for them. I just don't have time to implement that idea just yet. So stay tuned, and we're going to use the rest of them that we don't use in this kit. Maybe either in a future kit, or we'll use them in a future project, or I'll just do a blog post using them on something. So I put this down. Now I got to pay attention to my paper. Which way is it going? And it looks like it doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna. I don't like cutting straight. You know, if I don't have to, if it's already cut. So I'm gonna try and line this up as best I can with this edge right here. Are you guys following me okay here? We still have a couple of these kits left. I think she said there was like a couple left. I don't know. So if you don't have it, then you might want to grab it real quick, because after I do this and it goes live, people are going to want it for sure. And you guys got it first. Now I'm just going to take a straight edge, and a straight razor, whatever you call these things, X-Acto knife, and just cut this out. Try and stay as close to the chipboard as I can. This is how I cut my chipboard whenever I cover it. And it might seem tedious, but you know what? It's the best way to do it. It just really is. And then I'm going to come down here. And don't worry if you don't get it exactly straight, because you know what? I think the more distressed it looks, the better anyway. And so now it's covered. Now, before you cover the back, I highly recommend poking a hole in these holes so you know where they are. Oh, that guy needs to go in the trash. I broke my crocodile, and then I got myself a new one. And I like it because it's my favorite color. So, let me see. I'm just going to line those up and punch those holes out really fast. And then that way I don't have to worry about... Oh, and by the way, they didn't take my suggestion on the crocodile. I wish somebody would tell them. I've told them. I wish somebody else would tell them so that they would do it. If they'd make those little pokers just a little bit longer, then it would poke those out and I could see that hole. Does anybody else have that problem? It just drives me nuts. But they don't listen to me when they didn't ask my opinion, so maybe now that it's a recorded opinion, they'll listen. Okay, so now that that's covered, and I'm going to just use the same sheet of paper because I'm not about waste. I like to use up my scraps, but I think I want this edge right here because it has that kind of schoolgirl look to it. So I'm going to just lay it down right here, put that score tape on there. Have I lost anybody yet? Are y'all all hanging out still? You bored to tears yet? Having fun? Yes, you're bored to tears, or yes, you're having fun? I think it's overkill to do that one in the center. I think I'm just going to leave it alone. And I'm never good about, you know, getting these score tapes lined up right, but I want to go all the way to the edge so it doesn't peel back. Okay. This is probably going to be a long class tonight. I'm never going to let y'all go. We're just going to be here all night long. Did everybody have a great National Scrapbook Day? I did. I got to hang out with a friend of mine. We had a blast. Now see, I already messed up. Live TV here. I'm gonna have to put this girl on this other side because I put it on upside down after I said please make sure you don't put it on upside down. This is live right here, guys. That's me live. Oh, you're having fun. Good. Eunice. Is that, how do you say your name? I like that. Welcome. It looks new. What's your real name? Everybody drop your real names in there so that I can know who you are. And, you know, we can all get to know each other. I'm going to do a little housekeeping here on the edge. I didn't get it straight. I thought it would be fun too is do a follow-up post to this one where I take and use my scraps. What you guys think? I'm notorious for that. I use my scraps up and I try to use them immediately, and either I make cards with them or, you know, the other day I posted a video where I did a oh yeah, this is going to work out much better anyway. The other day I did a video where I used them to make banners, and I've had quite a few people write me back and say thank you for that. Alright, mister. Alright. We are memory keepers. You really needed to make that thing longer. If you're going to redo this crocodile, make it longer. Alright, this is going to be the first page in our book. And like I said, I wanted this to be with the girl in the background, but I put it on upside down. So we're going to just go with the flow. And another thing I did was I got this, this is the Tarnish Brass Distress Paint from Tim Holtz. Love it. Love it. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to gild these edges of this where that chipboard is with this gold color. And that's going to help to bring out the gold color that is all over the rest of the book. You know, on the cover. Now, this is a fluid paint. This is not the Distress Stain. It is the Distress Paint. And it is a fluid paint. So, it may take it a minute to dry, which is fine. But look at how it gives just that nice finished look to the edge of that. Isn't that cool? I don't know if you can see it in video or not, but whenever I take the pictures you'll notice it. So that's a nice way of doing like a gilded edge. Okay, so now I'm going to move this out of the way. We're going to decorate this page up really fast. Like I said, you can't use a whole lot of stuff on here because it's just going to get you know, it's gonna I can't speak in nouns today. If it gets too bulky, it's not gonna fit. So you need to make sure that you keep it kind of flat. So I'm just gonna use my score tape on this little girl. And just kind of make sure she's covered. You could use your matte medium for sure. I just want to make sure she's glued down and secure before I move on to the back of her. And you probably, if she's wet, don't want to do it on her like that. You have your what? Oh, your Prima dolls? These Prima dolls that fit on here, I think they might overpower it a bit, but now notice I didn't put any on her hand. I didn't put any glue on her hand. So that's because I'm going to put something under her hand and I want to make sure it's lifted up so I can do some layering. But since this is my cover page, it's going to have my title on it. Well, and she's going to go right here. And I'm kind of getting her a little bit, not quite on the edge of the bottom. Let's see how cute she is. And then I'm just going to take some baker's twine. You know, you could use embroidery thread or anything like that. I'm just going to do this for now because she is going to mimic the little girl that's in the paper collection. And I want her to have balloons in her hand. So I'm going to put one there, pull it up to about right there maybe. Oops. A little score tape on there from my... We'll put another one right here. Yeah, I retired old blue. I threw it against the wall the other day and it wasn't pretty. The glue gun that I told you guys I had a love-hate relationship with, yeah, it had to go. And I'm not quite sure I like this one because it drips ink a little bit too much. I mean, drips, whatever you call it, a little too much, but it will do in a pinch. I'm just being all negative today about these things, aren't I? Okay, so she's going to hold balloons. And you remember those Jenny Bolin brads that we had earlier? Those are going to go right here. And it's so cool because they match the one that she has on the paper. And see, these are bulky, so you don't want, like I said, a lot of these other pages are going to be so simple because they're, you know, some of these supplies are just really rather bulky. And look at how cute this is. Super, super cute. And I may have messed up just a bit. I might need to cut that one down just a little bit more. How fun is this? She's got her little balloons. Let's cut that one down just a little bit more. Okay, love it. Okay, now I have this little saying that's on my sheet, and I'm you know, really roughing this up here, guys. I believe in it being crude. I really do, because I think that gives it personality. So I'm just going to cut that down. And this says, she makes me smile. And we're going to just distress them up just a bit, but your Prima chalks are going to come in handy right now. And I didn't get any out, so I'm going to use what I have on my desk, but the Prima chalks would be perfect for this. And the bulk of what I'm going to do tonight is these, you know, I'm just going to do a couple of pages because I really want to finish this up tonight. If we don't finish it tonight, never fear. I'll come back and do another Ustream in a couple of days, and so we can finish it up. She makes, well, we're missing me. There it is. Is everybody still hanging with me? Okay. She makes me smile, and then we're going to trash all of this. And ordinarily I'd put some of this up on Pop Dots and things like that, but because this album has to stay so small, I'm probably not going to do that. And I'm just using whatever happens to be on this little brown. I should have distressed this before I cut it apart, but I'm just going to use whatever's on this brown applicator tool right here. I don't even know, it's probably a mixture of like 5 different colors of brown, knowing me. Aren't these cute? Okay, now I'm just going to do just a hit of hot glue with these so I can get them placed. Everybody loves the she art stuff right now. She makes me smile. So smile's the last word. So I'm going to put it down here. And then me is next. When I do words like this, I always try to start with either my middle letter if it's a word, or you know, I try to work in my space. Now I want this to be broke up a little bit, so she and makes, I'm gonna put makes up here, I think. Or how cute would it be? No, I want it there. Guys, I'm going to do this really fast because I want to get you guys to see the techniques, but spending a little bit more time and really to stress up these edges, it'll make it look so much better. Okay, and then I'm going to put that there. Now, how cute is that for a first page? Done. Don't do anything else. How cute is that? She makes me smile. Alright, so now we're going to flip it over and we're going to do the back page. Okay, and on the back page, simple. I like keeping things simple. We are going to just put these little ephemera packs came with the paper collection, and we're just going to make a simple little pocket down here. Let me see if I can find one going in the right direction. Right here. And I think it's fun to kind of lift it up just a little bit. We may have to trim some of it off, and that's fine if we do. Or you can leave it sticking out, because that's even fun too. Well, let's do that. Okay, and then we're just going to take and run just a little bit of glue across here. And knowing that that's going to be a pocket, I need to figure out where that pocket is going to go. It's going to be about right there. So I'm just going to leave the glue off the top part, obviously. Simple. And then because I don't like the fact that on this one, it kind of freaks me out a little bit that this kid has his body's missing. It's like his hang on, I'll show it to you. His body is missing. All you see is his legs running, and it kind of freaks me out a little bit. So what I decided to do was I'm going to cover him up with some of this beautiful fringe. How cute is this? And I'm just going to cover him up just like that. Super cute. Now you'll never know he was there. Because it kind of covers them up. And let's kill that off. I done junked up my scissors. Okay. And then I'm going to take this trim, which happens to match it perfectly, and put it right over the top. You could have used the turquoise on here too. That would have been super cute. And if you really, actually, let's do 2 layers of that fringe because it's kind of thin, and I can still see his legs, and it's kind of creeping me out. Just the little things in life, you know? Okay. Then, just to top this off, because I like to do this on my pockets, I'm just going to add this little bit of rosebuds right here. Now on the inside of here, don't go crazy putting Prima flowers and all that other stuff. As bad as I want to do it, don't do it, because here's the thing, it's still got to close, and this is a very limited space. Very limited. So I know you're going to be tempted to cover it up, and I get it, but don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, what can we put in here? Okay, there's a little ticket. As long as you're not covering up the hole. Whoops. Okay, and when you put your fringe down, don't close off your pocket. That's not smart. With your heat gun. There we go. Just make sure that whatever ticket you pick doesn't interfere with the holes here on the cover. And now I do want to put a flower down here because I kind of just feel like it needs a little something. Maybe right here. And these are the flowers I made, and they're super flat, so go for it. You can put one on there. I give you permission. We're going to put it right here over his foot. That way I don't even see him. Okay, so this is what we have for the second page. Super simple, very, very simple. Broken babies freak Tonya out. They really do. I don't like it when they don't have faces, and I don't like it when you know. Anyway, another fun thing about this fringe, super fun, is I think you can heat it up and it'll crinkle just a little bit, but just don't scorch it. I'm not going to do it now because I don't want to do that. But what I did notice is when I put that down, see how the white is showing? I don't want to see that either. So I'm just going to kind of go right over the edge of that one more time with the gold, just to kind of touch it up just a little bit. Now, if you want to, by all means, you want to add a little more to distress it up, come on in here, add some color. I like color. Okay. Alright, how you guys like it so far? So there's our girl. She's super cute, and she matches the motif. Wait till you see the other page. And you know what? I think I want to come over these a little bit more with this gold too. Just bring some of that gold to the front. If it ain't messy, it should be, right? I'm not a neat scrapbooker. I admire the people who can be neat, but I just like dirty. The dirtier the better. And I mean that with the utmost respect for the people who do like it neat, because honestly, I just don't have it in me. I just like to get in there and grunge things up and make it look tattered and torn and worn, and that's just part of who I am. So there's our first page. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind in mini albums is if you put a lot of embellishment down on the bottom, on the next page the embellishments need to be close to the top, and that's what helps to keep them flat and not doing this, okay? So we're going to put that page to the side because we're kind of done with it. I'm going to put it over here. We're going to go on to our next page. Now, the next page, I don't want to use chipboard, because if I use the chipboard, then I am going to end up with if I use chipboard, it's going to end up being too bulky, because I've added some 3D embellishments there, and they're going to take up space. So what I want to do is, I lost my bag that had my stuff in it. What did I do with it? What I want to do is I'm going to take one of these boards, and I'm going to use it for my base. Put all this back up here so we're I've already pre-cut this envelope because I want to show you. I knew it would take some time, but all I did was I measured this, and this happens to be 9.5 inches long, and it happens to be 3 inches wide. So what I did was I cut my paper down so that it was 8 inches by 9.5 inches. Actually, I said that wrong. This is not 9.5 inches, it's 7.5 inches. And I added 2 inches. I added an inch for the top and an inch to the bottom, so that makes it 9.5 by 8. So just trim your paper down 8 by 9.5. Now, if you want your orientation for your envelope to open from the side, make sure you pay attention to the way your paper is going. If you want your orientation to come from the top, again, make sure the way that your orientation is coming. But this could either make a policy envelope if you fold it like this, or it could make you know, a standard envelope if you fold it to the side and open it from this direction. Okay, you've been modded again. So all I did was I took and I folded this over this piece of chipboard, so I knew I had the right size. I folded it again, I folded it again this way, and I folded it again this way. Okay, then I had all this extra bulk hanging out over here, so all I did was come in with my scissors and I trimmed off right here and right here where those fold lines are. Same thing here and here, just cut the inches off the bottom so that all I'm left with is this little flap. Does everybody follow me? Please wave if you follow. Okay, so now I need to decide, do we want it to open from the side or do we want it to open from the top? I think in this case, because this is so long, I want it to open from the side. So I am going to take this and fold it over, and you will want to use a wet glue on this, because if for some reason this happens to get, that's the wrong wet glue. I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one. It dries faster. If for some reason this envelope, you know, you don't want the glue to get stuck in here and catch whatever it is you're trying to put on. But you also do not want to glue this flap. You won't want to glue this flap right here. Okay, so you guys are following me on this? The Prima dolls are a little longer than 7 inches, so I don't know if they'll fit or not. They might. They very well might. And I like this mono glue. I'm finding that I really like it because it dries so super fast. And it doesn't clog like a lot of these glues do. My experience is it hasn't clogged on me yet. So there you go. Now you have a cute envelope for your book. How cute is that? And I'm just going to do something super simple and round the corners. I was going to border punch it, but then time's getting away from me, so I think I'm just going to like round the corners here on this. And then I may come back after the show is over and add a little piece of Velcro to this to keep it closed, or you guys can make those little circle things. Alright, now I can't get this in here because I'm doing it upside down. Oh, and it's bent. Okay, if you're going to use this one, you can't bend it. There you go. Okay, so now see how cute this envelope is? And look, it has that little rooster on it. Love it, love it. Okay, now I need to decide how it's going to go on my book, because it's going to be the next page of my book. If I want the flap going this way, or do I, and since that rooster's on there and the orientation of the paper is this way, the flap is going to go first. So I'm just going to pull it over here, line it up with my page, and I'm going to mark. You want to make sure you stay flush with that edge right there, and I'm going to go ahead and hole punch that. Is everybody still with me? You following me? Is this all clear as mud? Do you know how I made the envelope? You could do 2 small ones. You definitely could. For time, I wanted to show you guys how to make an envelope. Then it doesn't matter what size you use, because you know how to make them now. You can make whatever you want. You can use your punches. You can use, you know, if you have die cuts that are envelopes, you could use those for sure. Okay. So now we have an envelope. It's ready to go. There's our next page. And on this one, I'm going to keep my embellishments very simple, simply because I want this to be a functioning envelope. I don't want a lot of fluff on this, okay? The fluff is the fact that it is an envelope, I think. And I'm just going to come back in here maybe and throw some of this trim on there just to give it a little dressy edge. But I like those flowers. I don't want that covered up. So maybe I'll put the trim on the inside of the envelope. How fun is that? Except I'm going to have to go a little deeper with it because I don't want it to interfere with my hole punch. So I'm just going to put that right. And it's so cool, this paper has like a border. I mean a line, so I can follow the line. Make sure this fringe is going the right way when you glue it down so it doesn't get caught in there. And if for some reason your glue dries, if you're using hot glue and it dries before, you can take your heat tool and just go like this. Don't scorch it, just heat it up really good, and then all you have to do is press it back in. Okay, so that's going to be it for that page. I don't want to put, like I said, I can always add embellishments later, but for now I'm just going to let that be the end of that. Then I'm going to come over to this side. Don't want a lot of stuff. Again, I want to keep this kind of simple. So maybe my giant flower, since I have that rooster, the giant flower could go right there. Remember what I said about, I don't want to put it up at the top because I have, well, actually, you know what we could do? Let's not use a flower. Instead, let's use some washi tape. Just grab up some whatever washi tapes you have, because this will be a way we could dress it up from either side, and maybe just pull it in this way and pull it back around this way. Let's do maybe let's see, one more color. We got this brown. I know everybody's got washi tapes in their stash, so just use what you have. So fun. I love these. I have like a massive collection. A tip for you guys. I saw this the other day on Pinterest. I thought it was really cool. I don't know who to give credit to, but this lady took her checkbook and her registry, and in the inside of where the checkbook registry is, she put little pieces of the washi tape that she has so that when she's out shopping she knows exactly what she's got. I thought that was genius. Let's go with, oh, I know what I was supposed to do. Alright, we're going to take, this is Life Celebrated. This is from the printable that you guys are going to get when you buy the kit. And I wrote out Life Celebrated, which is so nice for this book, because that's exactly what we're doing, is we're celebrating life. And I'm just going to do a little notch here and here. And it doesn't fit. I'll have to make it smaller, actually. So, let's see. If I take it and cut it just a little bit, I might put it there because it's not going to interfere with that pocket. Alright, so on top of the washi tape, and again, just come back with some Distress ink or, you know, whatever. Just dress that puppy up. And we're going to glue that right there. There we go. Look at how that is. Now it says Life Celebrated, and we're not going to worry about anything else on that page. That one I'm going to just call Done. So cute, and it's just so simple. And look on this side, we could even put maybe, let's see here, if it goes this way, oh, then that puts it up at the top, which is where we wanted it. So we can come back and put maybe one of these little flowers up here, maybe at the top, kind of down a little bit. What you guys think of that? These are flowers that we made now because they're flat, because remember, if we use all those Prima flowers, we're never going to get it fit. We're never going to get them to fit. There we go. So now there's that. So there's our envelope, and that's going to be our next page in our book. And we're going to do maybe one more. Let's take another book page, and this time we're going to take the same, find your pattern, which way you want it to go. I want it to go this way, I think. And I'm going to take it and fold it. Where did my cutter go? And it's going to go, let's see here, this way. Keep it straight. I'm not gluing it down yet because that's not what I want to do. Come back around this way. Now I'm going to take this and trim it down. Okay, pull this out. Now, that was not straight, guys. I'm telling you straight up, that's not straight. Alright, take my ruler. I'm just going to straighten that edge up right there. If you have a paper trimmer, use that. I'm just trying to hurry for time's sake. Love it. Okay, and I think, let's see, I want to use this side. Maybe go ahead and take your bone folder Now the reason I'm not using these pages is again because if I use these, they're so thick, they're just going to be too thick. So I need to punch my holes. And notice I haven't glued anything yet. Don't glue anything, because we're going to possibly make this into a pocket. This Is everybody still following me? The chat's kind of slow. Are you guys experiencing problems? Okay, so we got that, and I'm going to take this one, and this has this cute flower motif on here. So now I'm going to take this and maybe put a little glue in here. I'm going to keep the top open just a little bit, or keep the side open, excuse me, just a little bit, because I'm going to take and put just a little slit on one side where those flowers are. I'm just going to put just a little slit right here, and that's going to give us another pocket. Okay, now when I glue this down, I'm putting glue around here, 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 and then I'm going to glue at the top, but I am not going to glue where that pocket is. I'm only going to go in the seam where that pocket is, so that it's not glued down all the way. Just rub it in. There you go. Now you have a little pocket right here that we can slip another one of these little tags into. See how there's just a little pocket right there. And I like this one because it has the little doggy, but it doesn't stand out that much. Let's see. We have the little girl, and she's holding a string. Let's put her in there. How about that? Oh, her head's cut off. No, we can't use her. Let me see. Maybe if we cut that just a little more, we can use this one. No, because it's going to interfere with that. Just keep digging. Just keep digging. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. There we go. That one's pretty. We'll stick that one in there. Perfect. So you got your tag for your embellishment, and then this we made in the last Ustream show. So we're going to put that, maybe, let me see. No, we'll use it on another page. Let's take, oh, we need a pocket buddy. That's what we'll do. We'll put us a little pocket buddy up here. This is that little butterfly that comes in the kit. How cute is that? So you have something to pull out. And then let's put some more of this trim on there. Super cute. Oops. And let's see here. Those are too big. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that one better. It stands out more. So let's put our little pocket buddy back. How cute is that? Okay. And again, we'll come back and add some flowers maybe if we've got room. Then back on this sheet, we're going to put this guy here. And we've got plenty of room for a small photograph right here. And I left these open so you guys could put whatever you wanted in here. Let's put this here. You can put a photograph in here, and I'm just going to use this mono glue to kind of glue this down. We made these in the last Ustream, so if you're not familiar with how this is done, then go check out the last Ustream. This is a Maya Road little film thing. Look at how cute that turned out. And we have two of them, so we could put the other one here. So you got two on the same page. I think they're super cute. Love, love, love it, love it, love it. And you can make the sentiment say something different on the other version if you wanted to. You know, instead of love on both of them, say love you or something. But look at how cute that is. Okay, so now that page is done. And I left these open so you could easily slip a photograph in there and then glue it down, okay? And then don't forget, let's come back, and I don't think I did this on my last two. Oh, this Tim Holtz paint, make sure you're shaking it up because it does settle. Just kind of do these edges up. Gives it a little sparkle and shine. How are we on time? Love it. Okay, now down here in these sentiments, one of these that I have here, I keep forgetting that I've made these for a reason. This says life, one beautiful moment at a time. So I thought, my thought behind this was that it would make a really cute, very cute little sentiment to put on here. And you know, on that little card right here, you could write one of those happy moments that you know, that we're talking about there. One happy moment or one beautiful moment at a time. And let's use this to kind of distress this up. Give it a little gilded look. The cool thing about these paints too is that you can cover metal with them. So like that paper clip, if you wanted it gold, by all means take this distress paint and paint it up. And then I think I'm going to put some pop dots on the back of that because I do want it raised up just a little bit. Doesn't have to have a lot. And maybe maybe we could put a few little flowers on there. Maybe no, let's just leave it alone for now and we'll move on. Okay, so then there's that page done, and we've got one more that we need to do, and then we're going to move on to the cover. So again, I'm going to go back. I want this to be my outside page. So I'm going to take, we still have quite a bit going on with this girl, and I want her to be on the back. So, because she's on the front. Let's see if I can make her work. So I'm going to take my score tape, which I have now buried, I'm sure, and I'm going to cover, make sure it's going the right way. Have I lost anybody yet? The chat's not moving for me, so I have no earthly idea what y'all are talking about. This last one, I just want to show you guys another way to make a frame really fast. And then we'll move on to the cover, because you guys know how to cover a book. You can just keep making these pages one after another. I've showed you guys how to do it. Make sure that this is the right way. Okay, this is the back. Yeah. So I want, sometimes I hold it up and let the light hit it so I know I'm getting it in the right spot. Do you guys ever do that? Okay, so I know I've got that where I want it. Now I'm just going to take this and trim it off. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I know it's hard during the week with your family life and stuff like that, and there's a lot of people who come and join us in the recordings. I get a lot of really nice feedback from people, and that's always fun. As always, if you have any questions, because I know I move kind of fast, if you have any questions, just let me know on Facebook or Flamingo Scraps' blog or Facebook wall page, or drop me an email, and I will do my best to answer your questions. This is one of my favorite things to do, is to teach. So I love feedback. I love that you guys are having fun. Now what I want to show you is I wanted to make sure, you guys see that little girl? She has those balloons in her hand. So she's going to match what we did on the cover. So that's why I wanted to make sure I got her going in the right direction. And then this side, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Score tape. I lose this big old roll of stuff. Do you guys do that? I bury everything on my desk. I swear to you, I'm not happy if I'm not creating in like a 3-inch square of space. I could have 3,000 square foot to work in, and I'm going to still migrate to the same 3 inches of space. Does anybody else do that? And see, I just broke my own rule. Poke them holes through there before you lose them. You know, when Suzanne and I were talking about, you know, doing these Ustreams, I had some hesitations about it, because I was like, good grief, people don't have any idea how I create. Seriously, I have the mind of an ADHD child. I will write it out and have the best laid plans, and then all of a sudden, boom, I'm off on a tangent. And I'm the messiest crafter in the universe as far as, you know, my desk. I keep it real for you guys. You guys get to see the real Tonya and her in action, and those of you who have cropped with me know that I'm telling the truth. I have this nice ADHD. The thing I like about these, see, I've done it again. The thing I like about these papers is that even if you don't want to cut up another whole sheet of paper, even though we use this side on something else, you will never know, because look, it's got something completely different on this side. And I love that. So that's what I think I'm going to go for here, is I really want that to be, I want to use some of these spelling words, because I know as a mom, that's kind of where the Psycho Mom thing came from. It was, you know, reviewing spelling words in the car, on the way to the ball field, eating out of paper bags, and I know you guys know what I'm talking about. It's, you know, it's crazy. The things we do as moms, you know, just to ensure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to do and everything's happening on time. And I know my kids are older, and I miss those days so much. I never thought I would, but I truly do. For those of you who have small children, enjoy every minute you have, because one day they're going to be going to college and not have time for you, and that's what's happening to me right now. And I'm having a little bit of separation anxiety with one of mine. She's never around anymore, and she was my best buddy, and I know my mom probably feels the same way, and when she watches this, she's going to say, see, you know how I feel. And I live in the same town with mine. I saw her today, but you know, you just take so many things for granted. Now, what I did was I poked holes where the holes are, so I would know where to stick that crocodile, because I didn't do it ahead of time, because the ADHD kicked in and I got excited. And okay, and then I swear, when I go to CHA, I'm gonna talk to these people again. Maybe if they hear it again, they won't remember I was the one who told them to start with, and they'll fix it, because this is really, they'll fix this crocodile and come out with a 3rd generation. When I show them, I'm gonna take my crocodile with me and show them what I mean. Any of y'all have that same thought, that it would be so nice if it did that? Now I for sure covered this hole up. I thought I knew where it was, but I know I put a mark in it. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we'll just grab this other one out and we'll line it up and find it. How about that? I know none of y'all do this. Y'all are all perfect when you do this stuff, aren't you? I bet it's right there. Ha, found it. See, if I can do this, anybody can do it. I swear. Anybody. Okay, just do our corners. Oh, shake this stuff up, but put the lid on it before you shake it up. You don't want it all over you. Okay. Are y'all still hanging with me? Have I lost anybody yet? Remember, this paint is very fluid, so don't go squeezing a bunch of it out. If you do, you're going to have a mess because it's going to take it a while to dry, like I just did. See, I told you, keep it real. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I got it everywhere. That's okay, because that's what makes it look like it's been toted around in a kid's bag forever, right? I love that. Love it, love it. Okay, so this is what we're going to do to fix that. We'll just cover it up. One more thing, one more tip I want to give you guys before we move on to the cover is I went through all my Spellbinders dies. Go through yours, see what you have. Go through your electronic cutters. And I took a labels die and a square die, and I put them down with some yuck washi tape that came in a pack that I don't really like that color. So I'm not feeling like I wasted anything. And I die cut these out, and if I knew what I did with them, I'd use them, but I don't know. They were sitting right here. Oh wait, no, they're in here. So this is what I did. I went through some of my scraps of this paper from where I tried to put this book together, or where I made the envelope, and I made these cute frames. Look at this. Look at how adorable they are. Look at that. So I'm just going to cover that little guy up that I made that mistake on. You'll never know it was there. Look at how cute that is. Embellishment opportunities, and that's what we have done. We have taken advantage of an embellishment opportunity. Okay, so I have that cute little frame there. How cute is that from the paper? And again, if you glue this down all the way, then you're never going to get a picture in there. So I'm just going to put just a little spot of glue on the side. Oops, that was more than a spot. And if that happens to you, I saw this tip the other day. This was a good tip. Just take it onto a piece of paper and dot it down on a piece outside of the realm of what you're using it on. And voila. Okay, so there's another frame that I can put a quote in there. I can do my journaling in there, maybe put a bigger picture down here. But again, if you cover, this album has such limited space that if you cover every single thing up with an embellishment, then you're not going to have room for photographs. And maybe you don't want to put photographs. That might be your goal. I don't know. But I just think that if you're going to you know, embellish it after you've added your photographs to it, so that you know how much space you have. Now, the other thing that I did was I cut out an envelope, and this envelope is just it's a Sizzix die, but I know that my Cricut has the same envelope on it, so I definitely could you know, have used that. So look at your electronic cutters and see what you have in the way of envelopes. Cut some of those scraps out, make these cute little envelopes. I think it's fun. Might want to put that on this side. Yes, I think I do. I want to put it right there, so I can put a little note to my mama in there, or you know, or whoever I plan to give this to. If I give it to her, I might, and I might not. I don't know. She might watch this, and then I might have spoiled my surprise. But you know, this is also, I think a gift card would go down in here. I don't have one sitting here, or I'd show you. But I think a gift card would go in there. But remember, don't put the glue on here. You want to put the glue on this flap, because if you put the glue there, it's you may go too far. And if this is the side you want, look at how cute this is. Pull this over this way, tie some ribbon around it, and use it as a pocket for a tag. you know, if you wanted to, and put a little button or something on there. But I want this to be an envelope, so I'm gonna, you know, put it down like this. And I definitely want to come around it with that gold, because I really want it to pop off the page. Just don't squeeze it, because like I said, it's very fluid. The Timmy paints are very, very fluid, so make sure you don't overdo it. And if you do, hit it with a heat tool. One thing I like about these is they're permanent after they are dry. They do not, you know, if you go to wet or do a wet medium, they don't smear after they're dry. While they're wet, you can mix them around, splotch them around, do whatever, but once they're dry, they are permanent. Okay. So that's going to go down there. I don't want to cover this little girl up because she kind of matches the motif that's on the other side. But I can cover up just a little bit. Maybe put up some flowers down in here. So I'm going to put, this is going to have to stick for a good bit. So I'm just going to put hot glue on the back of it, because it's going to take a lot of wear and tear. And maybe pull out some of this. Nah. I was going to put some twine around it, but decided against it. Okay, I'm going to put this right here. She's down. And then once I get my book put together, I may come back and add some more, you know, I may come back and add to this. And then I'm going to go through my little ephemera pieces and see if one of these tags will fit in here, so I can write a little message. Look at how cute that is. Adorable. Absolutely adorable. Then maybe put some washi tape on this too to carry the washi tape back to this side. Maybe just like this, and kind of roll it around to the other side. I think that adds some interest over there. And maybe this other color, just to bring it in from that other page. Look at how cute that is. It's starting to get. And I love this paper because you don't want to put a lot of stuff on it, because if you did, you would be covering up too much. Alright, where is it? How are you guys doing? Or are y'all hanging in with me? Maybe, let's see here. I made these little arrows, and this one says happiness documented, but I think I'm just going to use the happiness one. And then I'm going to do what I call a fake staple. I'm going to take my my little tiny attacher and see, it looks like it's stapled. It'll look like it's stapled onto there, but I want it to kind of come up like it's pointing to what's on there. The key is to just, you know, layer flat layers, lots of flat layers. You got plenty of room for a photograph if you want to cover her up. I've pretty much covered her up, but if I take this out, I haven't. So there's that. Now, oh, I'm going to have to close that down now. Think about it. And I can use this, once this dries, I can use this this right here to kind of keep this envelope closed, I guess. Because if I don't, it's going to interfere with the ring there unless I trim that off. I didn't put it down far enough. So if you guys want the envelope open, make sure you put it down far enough. And then what else do I want to do here? Let's move on to the cover because it's getting late. You guys know how to add pages. Just keep adding pages until, you know, you get the look that you're after. So here's our cover, and it's kind of dry. Again, right here, I probably would come back and add some more flowers or something to this. Oh, we got this big flower. I don't want to cover up those. See, this is my problem. I don't want to cover up the stuff. Nah. We'll add something to that later. Whenever I do the pictures to show you guys what I did, we'll add to that. So we're going to put these in here. Super cute. See, it's already getting too bulky, so keep it simple or you're going to be in trouble. Okay. See? Look how cute. How stinking cute is that? This is our book. It's going to come around this way. We got a super cute envelope. Be careful not to get it too deep. It might be too deep, but and then this one. Then we have these cute little birds and another little frame here, which now that you see this side by side, maybe you'd want to put right here a quote, or you're journaling for these two pictures so that you keep it kind of simple. And then here's the back page. You know, you got another little something back here. So there's the inside of the book. Now let's decorate it, because that's the fun. On the outside you can get all crazy, because you couldn't get all crazy on the inside. Now to keep this closed, I'm going to add Velcro to it later. I'm going to not do it now because it's still very tacky, and I don't want it to you know, mess up. So I'll put the Velcro on it later, but I'm going to hold it down with these bulldog clips while I decorate it for now. And I think I really want to see some more of this fringe, because I'm really loving this fringe. This is my favorite. And I think it'd be super cute right there. So let's put some glue right here. Look out, Couture. Oh, you know what you could use to keep this closed is a button and a ponytail holder. That would be cute too. Okay, so let's close this down. So see, now it's going to close like this. Tomorrow I will, when I post pictures of it, I'll have like a couple of something right here, a little handle or something to keep. Oh, I know what I can use. No, I don't know. Never mind. See, the ADHD. It's crazy, the ADHD that goes through my head. Okay, let's decorate this. Let's put some of these beautiful Prima flowers on here. I don't know if everybody's going to have the same Prima flowers. I think that I heard a rumor that it was first come, first serve, and then we go into the stash. So, I want to put that there. I just think that's so pretty. Look at that with that. It just pops right off. Love it. You know, keeping it simple here. Put that right there. I've got a couple of little Prima leaves. Maybe we'll tuck in here. Oh, they need to be darkened up a little bit. I'm going to put my claw back over here so it holds that down for me. See, I've got these little flowers here. So, I really like how that looks. We have some jewels in here. Ooh. Okay, I don't have time to do this right now because it's going to get crazy busy, but I'm going to take and make like a little jewel thing and hang it from here. I don't have time tonight, but when I do the video, I'll show you guys. I'll make like a little bobble hanging thing to hang there with these little jewels that came in here. These are just so fabulous. And then, oh, we've got this stick pin here that can go to the inside on one of those pages. Oh, and this tassel, love it. Okay, hold on. I gotta stick the stick pin in somewhere. And I think I want to put it on that page that didn't have a whole lot on it. Let me see. Oh, right there. How fun is that? Right there. Look at that. How fun. And anyway, go back through all your bling and just stick that down in there. So fun. And then take, let's see. Still have enough of this that I could come back over the top of that, but that's too many browns. Let's see. Let's take a couple of these maybe. No, I kind of like it just plain. What do you guys think? I like it plain. I think I'm really liking, because we spent so much time making the paint look so good. It's a shame to cover it up, but I do want to do a couple of these leaves because I do like that. But I want to darken them up a little bit because they're just a little too pale. So I'm going to take my, maybe take some of this gold. Look at that. Oh, love it. Look at that gold. And then maybe hit it a little bit with this teal. And then maybe that splash of orange to bring that orange in. Just like that. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's dry those up really fast. Now, if you get your heat gun too close to these, it's going to burn them. But that burnt look might be really super cool. Okay, and then let's add some hot glue to the back of these. Put them right back up in here. Maybe, oh, that's what I wanted to do. You know, look at how cute that is. And I'll put the closure on there. We've got two little spots right here that we need to close up. So I think what I want to do is, I know everyone, let me see here, I know everyone has bling. If you're going to do two flowers, they need to be matching. I know everyone, oh wait, no, here, we got bling. Because I'm going to put Velcro in there, so it doesn't matter. Take these brown bling things, and let's put them right here. Look at that. They're going to cover up those two holes right there. What do you guys think? Now it looks like it's a part of the closure. Oops. Okay, and don't burn yourself, because that's typically, you know, that's the kind of thing I would do. And that's not something I want to teach. Okay, hot. Sometimes, you know, I'm just not all that smart. If I put the glue in the hole and then put the pearl down, I stand a better chance at getting it right. Look at how stinking adorable this is. And the drama is in all of the work we did. Look at how beautiful it is. It's perfect. I don't even think I want to put anything else. Maybe some of this right here. What do you guys think? I think it competes. No, I don't like it. I think once we put the Velcro on the inside, we're done. We'll call this thing done. One more thing I want to show you on this page that I completely forgot I wanted to do to dress this up just a bit is here we go. Where is it? Right here. Take some of your tab punches. Let's do it with some scrap. These are like little brackets. And I think on this page right here, I have another one of these that says family. Let me see here. Is everybody still with me? I think my family's gone to bed. that distress tool. See what happens to these when I printed it on manila cardstock, and then you just take them with a little distress paint, distress ink. And I'm going to put my fake staple on there again, right there in the center. And put a little spot of glue on there. Line it up right there. And then maybe up here, just to give it another level. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue right here, and because I don't want this to stick down, because I want to be able to slip a picture in there, I'm just going to put it right there like that, but the glue's on the top so it sticks to the frame. There we go. This is how I use my scraps. I go back and I start doing things like this, making these little things like this. And I just start picking at these little pieces like this. See, like that might be fun to stick out, but be careful sticking anything out because it may not close up right. Maybe come back in here. You can't see it there. Maybe, I just start adding. This is how I come up with layers. I don't like this being exposed right here. So maybe this is where I would maybe cut out the little dog or something. Let me see. What if we rip this? This is one of those ephemera pieces. What if we rip this and make it appear? If it goes this way and it's inside that envelope, then it doesn't matter if it sticks out a little bit. So this is what I do when I'm making mini albums. I just start tucking little pieces in after I get it decorated up. I just start going back with all the scraps and start looking at what I got and how I can make it work. And that's what happens. So anyway, does anybody have any questions or any comments? I'll just hit that with that a little bit. That gold. Oh gosh, I love that too. Are you kidding me? I love that. You can make flowers out of that stuff too. It's so pretty. My Road has some really cute ideas on their blog and things on how to use that. Put that there. See, I just spritz that with a little gold, and it helps to cover up that spot that I ripped. Right there. And then, if you had some pearls of some kind, which it looks like there might be a few in here. Let me see what I got here. Maybe come back in and add a couple, maybe one of these or something. I don't know. I can't put anything on that. Hang on. Oh, wait. What about a flag? What if we took one of these? Look. See, this is how my mind works. It just works like this. I don't know. Let's see. Fold this in half like this and snip it, snip it, snip it. And then maybe put this on, put some glue on there. These are just scraps that were left over. Maybe move this pen over just a little bit more. Alright, I'm going to put just a spot of hot glue right there and on the stick pin so it doesn't come out, because I don't want it to come out and stick anybody. But now look at that. Now you got this cute little flag. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but now you got this cute little flag at the top of that stick pin. So that's how I dress it up. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this show tonight. Please leave us feedback. I love your feedback. I love to hear what you guys have got to say. I hope you've had fun hanging with us for the last hour and 45 minutes. It was a lot of fun for me. Like I said, once this is dry, I don't want to put I don't want to put any kind of Velcro on it right now because it's still very tacky, and I'm afraid that if I do that, the Velcro is not going to stick too well. So I'm going to come back and add it later on, and then what I'll do is I'll come back sometime this week and do some fun embellishing and things like that, and maybe add some pictures or something, and then do some pictures of it on the Facebook wall for you guys so that you can see what we did. But what a cute little clutch purse. There's plenty of little baubles in here for you guys to make a swivel charm to hang on the side of this little purse. It's so cute. In fact, hold on, I've got one already made up that I got from a swap, and I'll show you what it'll look like when it's all done. That way you can get an idea. I've got a bunch of them up here already made. But, of course, this one's a little more intricate than what you would get in your kit, but it's still a fun little add-on. Look at how this is just going to add. I'll close it down. And then look at how cute that will be just hanging there. That gives you the little blingage that you need on the side. So you guys can have some fun making that. There's tons of videos out there on how to make those. Super easy. I hope you guys love it. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys can make us again in June. And the date for that class will be June the 3rd. So make sure you go ahead and mark the calendar. I don't know what the project's going to be, but with graduation and all kinds of stuff going on, it'll be something simple, maybe a layout or something. But you know what? You know, we could even maybe do something with the kit that we just did, you know, with the extra pages that are left over. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging with us for this last couple of hours. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. And if you have any questions, let me know. Again, make sure you visit flamingoscraps.com. They've got some great sales going on this week, and Suzanne had some coupons I think she was going to drop in. There's some coupons on my blog for National Scrapbook Week for Flamingo Scraps, so make sure you go check those out. Make sure you check out the Flamingo Scraps blog daily. Every day there's a new post by the super talented design team. They all do just such a fab job. So thanks for watching, guys.